right, it is 28 minutes before 9 o'clock, and we're getting ready to talk about the Relay for Life to help benefit the American Cancer Society. The Relay for Life is next Tuesday. It looks like it's over at Chambrel at Pine Castle. We'll find out about it, everything we need to know about it. It's a fun event with a really good purpose. Jennifer McCathan, am I saying your name right? McCathan. See, I had two choices and I got it wrong. She's here from the Florida division of the American Cancer Society. And tell me your title again?
Community representative. Community representative.
And Jim Hilty is here. I've been a friend of Jim's for a very long time now. We thought his brother Ken was coming in. We had the name wrong. And you are the event chair, it says, for the...
Yes, the event chair for the Ocala Relay.
Actual event. And let me make sure I turn the camera a little bit here while I'm introducing Kimberly Deere. Am I saying your name right, Kimberly?
Correct.
All right. Well, you have no microphone over there. You'll have to share Jim's. And you're the marketing consultant for the American Cancer Society for Relay for Life.
Yes, I am.
First of all, I want to tell all of you that you did a wonderful job for so many people that we know. The American Cancer Society came through, you guys, came through for my mom, came through for Robin's husband, came through for people we kind of know, second generation people. So thank you for that. I mean, providing just tangible things.
That's awesome to hear. You know, it's always good to hear from the other side of people that benefit from the hard work of the volunteers.
Yeah, it's a larger organization than I realized.
Yeah, it's a national organization.
Well, but I mean the local one is very huge, right?
Yeah.
There's actually 4 people that work for the American Cancer Society, but our volunteer base is so large.
Oh, all the people I've met are volunteers. That even makes it more awesome, I think, when you realize that they're doing it for nothing, right?
Exactly, and there's so many of them.
The Relay for Life, it's a fundraiser, right?
Yes, it is actually the Relay for Life's national signature fundraising. So it is actually the most successful fundraiser in the United States.
So it starts on Tuesday, is that right?
Well, we've actually started since our last year, since the relay ended.
Well, they're getting tired, aren't they?
Well, we fundraise all year long, but this Tuesday is our first team party. So this actually will kick off this year as 2013, as all of our teams will come together, gather information, turn in any money they've raised so far. A lot of the teams will be new. Some of them will be returning teams, but we always give new information. So it's going to be at Chambrel at 6 o'clock on February 5th.
Okay, and is it all night long?
Well, this is just a team party to get everybody together and get them in the spirit of fundraising. The actual relay event is May 17th at Trinity Catholic High School, which starts at 6 p.m. Friday night and continues to 12 p.m. Saturday. So it's an event that goes for 18 hours, and this is just the preparation that we're talking about for next Tuesday.
All right, so who's invited to the event on Tuesday? Is this people who you want to... Are you inviting people in general to just come and be part of this and participate in the thing in May? And
yes, that's the goal. We currently have, I believe, 40 teams that have signed up, with another unofficial 10 committed. So we have a goal of 50 teams that looks like have reached, but we don't want to stop there. We wanted to get the word out to any local business or person that was interested in forming a team to come join us at Chambrel at Pine Castle on Tuesday for the first team party. That's when you get to pick your campsite because you're there for 18 hours. Sign up your team, get fundraising ideas.
Can you have an RV, or does it have to be a tent?
No, it's a tent.
You can bring an RV in the parking lot, of course, but on the actual track we don't allow vehicles. But everyone has their kind of space that they're selling something as a fundraiser at the event, and then they can. A lot of people bring tents. They camp out there. Many people stay up for the whole time.
And they have a wonderful theme. Larry and I have participated in some of the Relay for Life events, and some of the teams are very, very creative.
They are, and every year the relays change their theme. This year our theme is Relay Big, or Hope Big, Dream Big, and Relay Big. So I know that one of the teams is Best Buy. That's going to be a team this year, and they've kind of taken that and they've formed it to. They're going to make a really big computer out there.
They have a relay app. They don't actually walk. It's a virtual walk, right?
No.
And who knows? Maybe they'll have big games or big contests or something, but they're taking that theme and using it to have a really big computer screen. And before, in the past, they've won the best decorated campsite. So we're interested to see if they'll be able to hold on to that title.
So this is like a party, obviously, and I'm glad I'm getting a better picture of what it is now. And you're inviting at this, I mean, you're on the radio right now to promote that.
Right.
So that somebody listening says, hey, we should get our church, our bank, we got all kinds of listeners out there, our office, to come in and sign up, right?
Absolutely. It's truly a tailgating-like experience. It's a party-like atmosphere. We have a DJ that plays all night long until the police tell us to turn it down, of course. But, you know, we're there for a purpose. It's designated to really mock a day in the life of a cancer patient. That's why it's 18 hours. It's tiresome, it's emotional, and it's truly designed to, mock that life that a cancer patient goes through. It has very emotional parts, and it has very uplifting parts when you see the survivors walk and things like that. So it's also an opportunity for local businesses to get out there in the community and do some good and show off their business a little bit as well.
You know, I often wonder how many people who just found out that they have cancer hear about this and then hear the word survivor and go, yes, you can survive this, you know? Just the fact that you're talking about people who survived it. My mom had breast cancer like 20-something years ago or something like that. She just recently passed away. But she was a survivor. I mean, she was rid of it. Robin's husband is a cancer survivor.
Right.
He is cancer-free, lost a lung to it.
Yes.
But he's fine. I mean,
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah, and I remember, you know, like maybe 10 years after my mom was cancer-free, she walked the relay a little bit. Do you guys have the bags with the lights, or am I thinking about it different?
Okay. No, that's correct. We have a luminaria ceremony. It's usually right at dark, so right around 9 o'clock. And those bags are pre-sold, and then they're sold at the event as well. But they're in honor, in memory, and in support of anyone who has gone through cancer. So not only the ones that are survivors or the ones that have passed, the ones that actually can't be there with us today at that event. And they're lit the whole entire night. So we do have an emotional ceremony at 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And the bags stay lit, but we take the energy up some beats after that, and we have bands, like Jim said. There's music and activities going on the whole entire time.
And the walkers are of all ages too, and that is the really touching part, one of the emotional parts.
Right.
You have children, and
they a lot of people say relay and they think it's a race. Well, there are people that come out and run, and that's originally how it started. But the majority of people are walkers. Not necessarily just for fitness, for the cause and the cure. It's an 18-hour event, so each team takes turns with their team members walking on the track. So if you have a team of 10 or 15 people, they kind of sign up in a shift, like I'll walk for this block, maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 30 minutes, and then someone else will walk. So we ask that one person from each team is on the track at all times. And it actually works out that there's a lot more people on the track than one person from each team, because there's so much going on. You want to continuously walk around like a carnival atmosphere.
Yeah. Is there an overall theme? I know that each team has well, not all of them, but a lot of them have a theme, like Robin pointed out. But does the event itself have a theme?
Yes, each event can designate their own theme. Like last year, we had superheroes, ordinary heroes and things like that, because everybody out there was considered a hero, for participating and raising money for the fight.
Did you dress up?
No, I sure didn't.
He did have a purple cape.
Nice.
He might not have worn it, but he had a purple cape.
I had that, and so we allow the teams to get creative. This year we decided to go with the national theme, which is Dream Big, Relay Big, and Hope Big.
So big things.
Yeah, big things. We're leaving it up to the creativity of individual teams.
Big things.
Nice.
Some teams made
like a big hat.
Sell big
hair.
items. Big hair, big hats,
big shoes.
Yeah.
So the teams will use their own imagination to come up with that. And like I said, the Best Buy had the big computer screen that kind of fits with their team.
I gotcha. Now I'm making sense.
And we've only heard that one so far, but this is our first team party. So after tonight, I'm sure the creativity wheels will get to turning, and we'll hear a lot more ideas.
Somebody out there with a few dollars, why don't you make one of those big checks that you always see in the newspaper?
That's right.
We've got one of them last year from Blessed Trinity,
Did you
which
really?
is our main supporter.
And by the way, I don't think
event.
the police will tell you to turn it down. There's nobody near that school.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. There are some, and I think in the football field it kind of echoes a little bit. There are some communities around there. We did get a call to come, but they just wanted to see what it was. You know, there's cars, there's activities. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and people are having a good time. What is this?
Oh, and the police came out?
Yeah.
They did. They did.
Okay.
But they just wanted to make sure that we were safe and everything.
And where were
was
you
heavy.
that year? Were you same place?
Trinity Catholic High School.
Trinity Catholic, yeah.
And that's where it is again this year.
This will be the third year there.
Okay.
It's an ideal location, and we're very thankful for their support. And it's a great atmosphere. It's protected. It's off the road, and it's fenced in.
Tell me a little bit, and I'm asking a question that I know some of the answer to,
Sure.
but maybe our listeners don't, and there's probably things I don't know, I'm sure. It's usually the way it is. But I know that you provide, like in my mom's case, you had, what do you call it, the mastectomy, what do you call it?
Prosthesis.
Thank you. You knew what I was doing for the hand
Yes,
gesture.
I
You knew what
did.
I All right, so, I mean, I know that those are free. I mean, you provide them to everybody. Go through a few things. What kind of things do you provide to cancer patients, cancer survivors, whatever, like that?
Well, our office, not many people know, but we're located here locally in Marion County. Our office is off of Mary Camp, across the street from the First Baptist Church. And we provide wigs. We have a wig room where we have wigs, hats, turbans. So anyone undergoing chemotherapy can come in at any time and get a free wig.
Oh, wow.
They can get hats, turbans, scarves, anything that they want. And believe me, the hats and turbans and scarves really go in the winter, since you lose most of the heat through your head. And then we have a bra room as well, where they can come in and get bra and prosthesis.
Right.
Sometimes we have in there bathing suits too, which
Oh, nice.
a lot of people like that, and they're all brand new. So we give those out free to all of our patients, and we're able to have a constant supply so that every time someone comes in, we have one for them because of efforts like Relay for Life. Because of donations that are...
Well, that's kind of what I wanted this to lead to, because when you hear somebody saying, "Well, have an event to raise money," the next question is, what's the money for?
Right.
You know?
And there's so many other things beyond that that we do, but those are two of the big things locally in Marion County that not a lot of people know. They still go and purchase a $300 or $400 wig, not knowing that they could get one at the American Cancer Society for free. And the reason why we ask people to fundraise all year long is so we can constantly have a supply of those all year long.
And that's extremely important because, as you pointed out, they are all brand new. It's not like somebody has used it before and then somebody else is going to have to use something that's not new. So this is really incredible what the American Cancer Society does.
And we take donations too. There's a lot of people that when their family members pass, they'll come in and donate the wigs and so forth. And we haven't been able to give them out yet, but we haven't needed to. We've always had new ones. So that's a good thing.
Okay. Yeah, and gosh, this is very personal, but I guess it's okay. When my mom passed away, I've been going through her house. I found 2 boxes with 2 of the prosthetic breasts in them, and I don't think she ever used. I mean, I know she used some, but I guess she had 2 extras.
Right, and a lot of people do that. They don't know that they're free, so they'll purchase them, but then they'll never end up using them. And they come in and tell us, "Hey, these are brand new," and you can tell. I mean,
so I'll bring them to you.
Yeah, great.
That was a weird thing to find, Jim, by the way. Just between us 2 guys.
I can imagine.
I said,
I would like to be a fly on that wall.
I actually opened up the box and I said, "What the heck is that?" And Robin said, "Oh, that's a prosthetic breast." I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't know.
Larry, I also like to mention, too, one of the things that is strictly a volunteer basis that the American Cancer Society does, they have a Road to Recovery program, and that's strictly a volunteer basis from ordinary people like you and I. And what they do is pick up cancer patients and transport them back and forth to their treatment. Some cancer patients need treatment daily, such as radiation, and it's challenging for them to actually get transportation, so sometimes they forego treatments. So it's volunteers that donate their time and their gas to make that happen. That's it's a big program here in Marion County.
But Kim, on the marketing end of it, you have got to be a continual voice, because you have to make sure that programs like this, you have to coordinate everything. You have to make sure the sponsors are listed. You have to make sure that you're actually going to have attendees for the events. How do you keep everything flowing like that?
There you go. There you go. Slide it over there.
I just make some calls and contacts and schedule with as many people. Volunteers, go around, find some volunteers.
Make it seem easy.
Give us some media.
Is it easier if you are speaking to somebody who, like we've had somebody in our family that went through cancer? Does that make it easier for them to grasp what you're trying to do?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
They get a feel of yes.
Does your job as a marketer, does it involve working with a lot of us in the media?
It does.
Yeah.
And I'm completely new. I've only been with the relay for about a few months now.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have an in-depth knowledge. I'm still learning.
But she's doing a great job. I mean, she's got us the connections here today, and she's helped us get a lot of likes on our Facebook page, which, raises awareness. So she's really reached out to all of her contacts and helped us
computer savvy.
Grow. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good skill to have, right?
It is.
Yeah. And are there, since we talk about that, and I don't know if this is out of left field kind of a question, but are the apps that you hear about, are there apps for cancer? Are there apps for, you know what I mean, for anything related to this topic?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, there's an app for everything.
What do you use an app for cancer?
I personally do not use any apps. We have all of our information at our fingertips, but someone that has an Android phone probably could have an app for anything, to track nutrition. There's an app for Relay for Life that they can get on their phone. They can track the progress of our events, of our team, the donations that come in, probably even where to go locally close to get any of your free donations that we have. Where
to go is a good question. For the people listening right now, let's say they want to write down something, they're waiting. How do they become part of this? Do they just call you, or?
Well, we have 6 relays actually in Marion County, and I know today we're here talking about the Ocala relay, but I don't want to leave any of them out, because I actually work with 4 of the events, and my coworker Diana Schwartz works with 2 of them. So if I could just list the 6 of them and maybe tell you where they're at.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, we have our Ocala event, which is May 17th and 18th. That's at Trinity Catholic. That's the event that Jim and Kim are a part of. We have a South Marion Relay for Life, which consists of the Bellevue, Weirsdale, Summerfield area. That is April 13th and 14th at Bellevue City Hall Park.
Okay.
We have a Dunellen Relay for Life. That's May 10th and 11th at Dunellen High School. And we have a West Marion Relay for Life. That is April 19th and 20th. That is in front of the West Marion Hospital in the big open field there.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Northside Relay, which consists of Reddick, Citra, that whole area up there, and that's at North Marion High School. That's also on May 10th and 11th. So we have 2 relays on the same date, and that's Mother's Day weekend. But they're on opposite sides of the county, so Dunellen and then North Marion.
How appropriate is that?
Excuse me?
That's very appropriate for Mother's Day.
It is. It's very good. There's a lot of people that come out and purchase flowers and breakfast and run a lot of chance drawings there for good gifts for Mother's Day.
Nice.
And then our last relay is Marion Oaks. It's not our last. It's actually right in the middle, and it's May 3rd and 4th, and it's at Horizon Academy at Marion Oaks.
May 3rd and 4th at Horizon Academy? All right, excellent. Another good group of people. So we've got all that down, and I want to make sure we help you. And so, Kim, you need to stay in touch with us, and we'll make sure that we promote, the different events that we just learned about. But the big kickoff is the one on Tuesday.
Right. Yes. Every event, the 6 that I listed, have a team party. And some of them we've already had for different events, but our Ocala one, which is our largest relay in Marion County, is on February 5th at 6 p.m. at Chambrel.
Okay.
And anyone interested in being a team, this event is open and free to the public, so anyone can come, whether you're a survivor, you're a caregiver, you want to help, you want to be a team, a sponsor, this is open for anyone to come.
Larry, I just wanted to mention that, and it's a very important part of the relay, is one of the things we do, and to actually kick off and start the relay at 6 for the Ocala, which will be 6 p.m. on May 17th, is we honor our survivors. We have a survivor dinner.
Oh, really?
And so we are also recruiting survivors, cancer survivors, to sign up, get registered. We want to honor you at the event. We have a dinner that's free, and then our survivors are honored with medals, and they actually lead and start the relay by doing the first lap, which is called the Survivor Lap. That actually kicks off the relay for the next 18 hours. So, you know, we're looking for teams to sign up, donations that can be done online, businesses that would like to be a sponsor and be recognized, because remember, people are passing your advertisement for 18 hours. They don't forget it.
Right.
You know, survivors obviously to sign up and get registered.
How much is a sponsorship? What you got to sign at the event?
Yeah, there's various levels. You know, anybody that's interested, you know, it ranges from $250 to $5,000. We do have a lot of sponsors on board already, and we definitely won't turn down any new ones.
What's the $5,000 one get? What do you?
That's the event sponsor, and that gives you
a big light or something?
Everything, pretty much.
Gives you
on the
everything.
back of T-shirts.
It gives you a back of T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
Hundreds of T-shirts on the back, and you know they get the opportunity to speak at the event, at our team parties. Their logos go on our website, invitations, agendas, signs.
Do you have that one yet? Do you need that one?
Not
still?
yet.
We need that one.
We do still need that
We do.
one. We have a very close one, which is Wells Fargo. They're our biggest sponsor so far this year, and we're very thankful.
But the $5,000 one, that'll be for all of the relays that you mentioned.
That will
not
only
just
be for
Ocala.
that will be just for the Ocala one.
Oh, I see.
Every relay has their own committee,
Mm-hmm.
their own teams, their own sponsors, their own location, date. I mean, it is exactly what the volunteers make of it in their community. So
Oh, okay.
It's a grassroots event, and Jim has done a great job. This is his second year as our event chair. Before that, he was on our sponsorship committee for, I believe, 2 years.
Yes.
So he is definitely looking for some more committee members to help him. This is his last year as event chair, so he wants to go out with a bang this year and just make it the most memorable.
I'll be back, though. It's the rule. You can only do it for 2 years. So
I think
you
last
go.
time I saw you had a really cool car. I don't know what it was. Well, what was your car?
Yeah.
my car.
Yeah, your car. Do you remember the car you had at Park Place?
I sure don't.
No?
I've gone through so many, unfortunately.
Oh, you go through a lot of cool cars. Are you cooking at the event?
No, I'm not cooking.
No.
I've changed careers since then.
Yeah, I know.
So-
There'll be a lot of people
I have too
cooking.
much to do the day of the event, so I won't
you're not
have,
flipping burgers or
not
something?
flipping burgers or anything, no.
But I can guarantee you there'll be people there flipping burgers.
Absolutely.
Do you
Lots
need
of
help?
food.
I mean, do you need people to volunteer in any way?
Absolutely. We can always use volunteers, especially the day of, for helping people direct them into where their spots are, helping get survivors their T-shirts, their medals, balloons, serving their dinner, anything we can
Are they
use help
sleeping?
for.
Not on Tuesday, but I mean at the event. It's 18 hours long. Do they nap?
Yeah.
What was the one? The one we went to, Robin. There was somebody charging like $5 for a bed or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they had
And hey,
actual
that's a
bed
great
set up.
idea.
Yeah.
That's a good fundraiser
Yeah.
idea. Yes, there's on-site fundraisers that the teams do to raise additional monies the day of the event. But yes, you're not required to walk the whole time because you
It's a long
can if
time.
you want. It's a very long time, so you want to rest up because we have a closing ceremony in the morning. So you bring a tent, a cot, sleeping bag, whatever. You get a couple hours rest in the middle of the night if you can.
I bet if you started walking right now and you went 18 hours, I bet you'd end up in Gainesville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I think so.
And there are people that count how many times they walk around the track, and there's people that stay up and walk the whole entire time. But there's also people that take naps, and like I said, each team each team member rotates time, so it's not so hard, I guess, for each person. But that would be a good thing this year for someone to have a big bed.
How about a pedometer? Do you need any pedometers?
That would be great.
It's just people can measure how far they've walked.
Yeah, that would be great. If anybody would like to donate pedometers,
We
we'd
get them
love
all
to.
the time. Somebody sends us pedometers. Don't
We'd
ask me
love
who.
to put those in our survivor
All right,
bag.
when we get pedometers, we'll put your name on it.
Also, we encourage any local business that can participate monetarily. If you have trinkets or giveaways in quantities of 50 or 100 or more, we'll have a lap that recognizes your business. To the first 100 people that complete a lap will receive a token from your business, whether it's a cup, a shirt, or whatnot. That's something we're looking at doing this year as well.
If instead of walking or running, you actually dance around the track?
You'd be surprised what people do.
But is that called a lap dance if you do that?
Yeah.
Well, that's a fine line there, but we do have themed laps. Like in the morning, we have a coffee club lap where you actually walk a lap with a coffee mug. We have a bedhead lap for those early risers. We have a contest with the best bedhead. So we get very creative.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
So throughout the night, there's a lap pretty much for every half an hour. There's a themed lap. There's also an activity, a game, entertainment, bands, local karate or dance studios come out and perform. So if there's any local studios where you have kids performing, give us a call. We'd love to be able to include them in our entertainment.
Well, as I said in the opening, you guys do an awesome job for all of us. Everybody probably has somebody they know, if not themselves, that has gone through cancer. And sometimes it's not such a happy ending. Sometimes it's a wonderful ending, and you guys do everything possible to make it as pleasurable during that whole process of healing. And I know that from experience. So I owe you a couple of breasts and we'll figure out some pedometers. Yeah,
sounds great.
Sounds great. Yeah. All right. Let's make sure we go over before we run out of time. The key points here. The website. What's a good website? You mentioned a website earlier.
There's a website. It's www.relayforlife.org.
Okay.
That's the general website. You can type in your zip code and it'll tell you which is the closest relay out of the 6 to you.
Okay.
Or you can, the one where specifically that I'm the event chair is www.relayforlife.org/Ocala, Florida, and that is the event that we're talking about kicking off on February 5th at Chambrel for our first team party. If anybody's interested in any type of volunteer, becoming a team, registering as a survivor, we welcome you to come find out what it's all about on February 5th, 6 p.m. Chambrel at Pine Castle, and we'll be happy to provide you with the necessary information. Through that website, you can sign up as a team. You can get information about becoming a sponsor, as well as registering as a survivor. And also, if you can't participate and would just like to make a donation on behalf, you're able to do that as well on that website.
Do you want to give out a phone number?
The phone number, we have a main phone number, is 1-800-ACS-2345.
And that's where anyone can call that needs any kind of assistance.
Okay. 1-800-ACS-2345?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's the local office here that they can call as well. It has a local number.
And that's 352-629-4727.
4727, okay.
And that's your number, Jennifer.
Right, that's our number, and they can call about volunteering, how to get directions to our office, any patient services programs that we may offer locally here, being a relay sponsor, survivor, anything.
All right. Well, Jennifer McCaffin, thank you for coming in.
You're
Jim
welcome.
Hilty, thank you for coming in.
Thank you
and
for having
Kimberly
us.
Deere. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming in. Say goodbye. Say hi.
Bye.
All right, we'll take a little break. Call us, by the way, if you need any of that information repeated. Robin will put it on Facebook. In fact, the video that we just made of this interview will be on Facebook, so you'll be able to share it with whoever. It'll help promote it a little bit more. We'll take a little break and be right back.
You've got a garden, and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even